All right, Derek, thank you so much. Well, many people were shocked by the news of actor James Gandolfini's death. He was just 51 years old. Gandolfini was bigger than life in the HBO series The Sopranos. He was, again, just 51 years old. He died of an apparent heart attack, which has people talking about their own health this morning. The signs and symptoms are among the topics we'll talk about with Dr. Mark Wilson from the Jefferson County Health Department. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk about, jump in this, because generally when you talk about heart attacks, you don't think of someone 51 years old.
Well, actually, that's sort of the prototype. A male, 51 years old, is a person that's starting to have some increased risk. We usually think of over the age of 50 in a male to be that point where we need to start getting more concerned.
What are the warning signs?
So just any chest discomfort. A lot of people think about chest pain, but it's not always a pain. Sometimes a pressure or a vague discomfort. So if you're in that risk category, you ought to be concerned about that. Shortness of breath, dizziness, sweating, or other symptoms.
So, and the symptoms are so much different for women. You know,
sometimes, that's right. Women sometimes have atypical symptoms, but they're typically the same types of things. I think one issue is that we've in the past thought of women not being at high risk, but again, once women reach a certain age, we usually think of maybe 55, that risk starts going up. And then, of course, other factors: obesity, diabetes, hypertension, tobacco, high cholesterol, sedentary lifestyle. These are all risk factors. So even a younger person with risk factors can have a heart attack.
Okay, so now we've learned something, that 51 years old is not too young to have a heart attack, and for men, there should be a warning signs to really go to the doctor and take care of yourself.
Well, and we also want to prevent these things, so it's good to know what your risk factors are. So if anybody has not had a basic checkup for those, they should get that done.
And joining us from the Jefferson County Health Department with a lot of things for us to think about and some action plans as well. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.